Welcome back to Vagabond, Gypsy, Tarot, and Oracle. Today we are doing our readings for our people who were born on Wednesday. If you were born on a Wednesday, you're in the right spot. Today, Mercury is backing up into Leo. So we have the planet of communication backing up into Leo, the lion. It's giving us that opportunity to check our stubbornness, our vanity, our protectiveness, possibly. And I only say that because I think of the retrograde as giving us a second chance at something. So it's a relook at something, maybe a decision we've made or an action we've taken. And it's giving us that opportunity to say, oh, second thought. Maybe I should look at it this way. So we have a full moon in Aquarius coming on Monday, the 19th, as well. So take advantage of this Mercury retrograde. I know a lot of people get really worked up about Mercury retrogrades, but I think you can use it as a positive as well. And gives us the opportunity for a second chance, maybe, huh? Okay, so let's see here. We have Justice. Look at that card. Beautiful. Okay, so it's 8. Numerologically, 8 is about action, mastery, and accomplishment. This card alludes mastery. Look at that. Holding the sword out. Justice is not blind. Doesn't appear to be blind in this card. Usually, when I say blind, it has a Justice has a scarf over their eyes. In this case, we have the scales of Justice next to her, and then the sword. Very interesting. Love that perspective of it. It's about truth, balance, and fairness. Um, this card is actually giving me the energy of yes, justice is justice should be blind and truth should prevail. But the scarf over the eyes, it doesn't make a difference in this one because justice still should prevail. Truth still should prevail, along with the power. Power of the sword, power of reason, power of air. The sword is air and reason. Sword, I look at it as truth in this card. That's my personal um, view of that sword as the truth. Justice is handing truth, telling the truth. Justice is moving forward with the truth, if that makes any sense. In my thoughts, it is. But, anyways, justice searches for the truth and is fair and searches for that bear with me here. I'm trying to put my words together. Sometimes someone's truth is not someone's truth. So in this case, I feel like this justice is handing the sword of truth to whoever's receiving it to speak their truth, and then it will move on to the next person, possibly the other person involved, to speak their truth. So it's completely fair in that way. This is a really unique card here. Um, I feel like it's really gaining wisdom from the knowledge of finding out what people's truths are, because your truth might not be somebody else's truth. But to make the scales equal and to tip the scales equal, it's certainly about hearing both sides of people's truths. So your energy this week I really feel is about opening up your perspective to see other people's sides of things, because your truth is your truth, but it might not be somebody else's truth. Wow. I mean, beyond looking at this energy for the week, it really radiates in general, I guess. That's why I was like stunned to silence there for a moment. Um, it might be a time for you to reflect on how your thoughts and choices and actions of the past have made you who you are today. It might even be asking you with this Mercury retrograde in Leo to take a look at not just the way that you see things, but the way other people see things as well. And maybe taking the time to analyze, um, well, accepting that not everybody may feel the same way you do. Some people's truths are not your truths, so your truths are not other people's truths. It's a very deep energy. I don't know that you're going to get a resolve to it, to be honest with you. Um, I think it's mostly about you acknowledging that and also reflecting on how you can move forward in a more positive way from here on in or in the future. Um, being it's about being fair, equally fair on all sides, to yourself and others, maybe. Um, the energy is huge in this card here, and as I said, um, I guess the biggest takeaway from the energy this week is acknowledging that maybe your truth is not everybody's truth. I'm having a hard time coming up with a summing it up here, but I think that's what it is. I think that's the energy this week. It's a tough energy this week. Um, it might just be a temporary energy. It might not. It might not even have to do with exactly what I said, but it once you see the energy that you're dealing with during the week, it'll probably ring a bell and you'll be like, yes, that's what she was talking about. Beautiful card. Um, beautiful. So many interpretations on this one. It's almost worth taking a screenshot and really taking a look at it. So I hope that you have a beautiful, blessed week, and we will see you next week. I don't know that I've gave you any complete answers, but this is a longer than normal reading, and it was just a mind blown, you know. A lot to take in on this card. So yeah. So just take an extra look at this card before you leave, or like I said, take a picture of it and form your interpretation as well. Um, we all have to remember that my truth is not always your truth, and your truth is not always your parents' truth, or your boss's truth, or your friend's truth. That's the beauty of being able to have our personal truths, right? So have a beautiful, blessed